You're listening to The Alana Show with your host, Alana Vandeveer. One-on-ones with the important people who make our vibrant community run. On the True Oldies channel and streaming anywhere in the world at TrueOldiesFLA.com. Now, here's your host, Alana.
Welcome back to The Alana Show, where real stories meet real passion. And today's guest is fire. From the beaches of Brazil to the heart of Palm Beach Island, Thais Glysson. Am I saying that correctly?
Kind of.
Okay, why don't you say it? I'm going to have you introduce
Glysson.
Thais Glysson
Right.
is the definition of transformation. A high-energy, disciplined personal trainer, holistic fitness coach, and bikini bodybuilding competitor. One of the most toughest things I've ever done in my life. Thais turned her own 40-pound weight loss into a mission, and now she's helping women over 40 take back control of their health, confidence, and joy. They all go together. She's not about quick fixes. She's about real change, hormone-conscious, strength-focused, and joy-filled change. Whether you're just getting started or ready to level up, this woman is the spark you've been waiting for. Please note, she's offering a special offer. The first 5 people who message her get a free discovery call. That's a $170 value to map out your transformation journey. Where would you like them to message you?
The best way is to message through Instagram. I have a little page there, a little link that guide them through like a quick discovery form. And
what is your Instagram?
Thais Glysson Fit.
Thais
Glysson Fit.
Thais Glysson Fit.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I botched that.
Once you get comfortable with it.
I gave up on my name in second grade.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. And then my friends would be like, it's Alana to the teachers. I'm like, I don't care. I answered anything. My nickname's Noon. But anyway, enough about me. This is about you. Let's welcome Thais to the Alana Show. I'm saying that right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. The unstoppable, empowering, and purpose-driven Thais Glysson.
Yes.
Yay! I'm excited. All right, so you're from Brazil. You come to Palm Beach. Thais, let's start with your own story. What moment made you say, I need to change?
That's funny because, knowing you from, you're from Minnesota, the first state coming from Brazil, I moved to Minnesota about 12 years ago.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
That's funny.
That Plymouth, I love that area, Minneapolis, Minnesota. That was a very change for me, coming from Brazil, the weather, the food, everything. But fast forward a couple of years, I end up in Boston. I was working in the pub there, working in restaurant business. Mm-hmm. And the life was just different. The cold weather, I didn't know anybody around there, so it was all about working and survive. Mm-hmm. And then 8 months later, with that kind of diet, burgers and fries, none of my clothes were fitting. I was depressed. I didn't know anybody. And
Winter will do that.
Yeah, and that's the kind of a spiral down the hill that started to, change my life in a trajectory to build something from there, right? So gained 40, 50 pounds on that period, 8 months, and then...
You gained 40 pounds in 8 months?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
It was, like I tell you, none of my jeans, none of my clothes were fitting. Nothing was fitting. So that's when I realized
We've all been there, too. It's the worst.
I was how did I got here? Anyways. Mm-hmm. So... It was winter on that time, so when spring came, it's a little more warm outside.
You hit the ground running.
Yeah, and I met a person to do social media, and she's like, hi, I'm a runner. I jog 3 times a week. I was like, oh, okay, let's try this. So she kind of motivated me to work out 3 times a week, and it was hard because I don't like cardio. I'm not a runner. At the time, I was a smoker, so it was really a challenge for me even then do those really easy things to do. Mm-hmm. So she motivated me. A couple weeks later, I got some pounds lighter, right? And I was like, yeah, this is working. So I was like, now I need help. So couple of weeks, nothing changed again. I was like, okay, what do I need? So I got help. I decided to really focus on my health and diet and regimen. So I got myself some coaches. I had a trainer, and that's what I tell everybody too. It's a support system. You can't do that alone. You can, but you don't need to. Go get help, go get your support system, and that's what I did. But it was very extreme because for me, it was I want to compete. I wanted to go to stage. I want to be a bodybuilder. So 5 months later, from January to May, I train really hard, 5 days a week. No breaks, no cheating on my diet. I tell you, like that was the hardest thing I ever done in my life. But that was the best thing that happened to me. And because of that transition and that period of my life, I do what I do now. It's just helping women feel the same way I felt when I stepped on stage. It was really empowering, special, accomplished, and that was the beginning of what I do now, 10 years later, and still doing it.
I love it. So, I mean, that is an incredible feeling. It is, and I will say I did train for one. I did not get on stage, but boy, I look good.
Yeah.
And I was, when I looked in the mirror, I had a coach who was prepping me to go on stage.
Yes.
However, I'm like, no, I'm just not ready. Or, I just didn't feel, I wasn't. I was about 3 weeks behind. It is really, you want at least a year, right?
Yeah, it was because think about it. I was 50 pounds heavier to the girls that was already training for that.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So, so you get to, you lose the 40 pounds.
Yep.
Then do you believe it should be like a year out if you want to get on stage?
It's if I have done that over again, I wouldn't done that way. It was very extreme.
Yes.
And it's not sustainable.
It's a full-time, it's over a full-time job.
It is.
And it's
a
mentally,
very big
emotionally, physically exhausting.
Yeah.
But when you look at them, and it changes your perspective from, and you could talk about this, is your eating. So your eating gets real strict. And then when you're off, you're like, I want a burger. And you eat the burger. Do you feel like mentally, physically, it's almost like an alcohol hangover, but worse?
Exactly. It's so real because, you're depleting your bodies for so long. That's why
outside of the depletion, bringing in bad foods.
Yeah.
Or considered processed.
Oh, absolutely. It's just like a hangover, like you said. Your body's gonna react the same way metabolically. It's crazy.
Mine rejected it.
You get sick. You get all the symptoms.
And then we got yogurt, and it was just frozen yogurt. I went all out. Big mistake. Anyway, but back to you. Losing 40 pounds. That's huge. And stepping on stage as a bikini athlete is no small feat, as we just covered, and we will cover over and over again. And it's impressive. What did that teach you about discipline, mindset, and self-worth?
Discipline, right? Because I felt really and I feel like a lot of women can relate to what I'm about to say. Every time that I started a diet or started something or started a regimen, I never thought that I would complete it. So for me, completing the stage, completing the transformation and being in stage ready, that was for me a change because I started to believe on myself. Because when you know about yourself, right? It's ugh. And you're like, damn, I did that knowing what it's hard to get there.
Amen.
So it mentally changes. It changed a lot for me. And I feel like it's important for you to finish what you started, so your mindset, it changes. Discipline, I never saw myself as a disciplined person ever, howsoever. I'm all over the place.
It's funny how you go from one way to the other completely.
Yeah, and it's, again, I attribute that to a vision and a goal. I honestly visualize every day myself on stage with that body, with that posture, with that. I really immersed myself, and I didn't see anything all the external noises, I didn't see it. I was really focused. And it shows me that, A, you need a plan. B, you need a support systems. And C, you need to trust the process, because in our generation now, even that we're talking about 10 years ago, it's so much information, it's so much out there that it gets really confusing and disturbing. So in that sense, I feel like you have to trust the process and be honest with yourself. If you're doing the work, you will get results.
And I noticed something. I had another athlete on, a young college gentleman, outstanding. And, kind of the same thing is when you find that internal strength in sports for whatever reason, I can see the same thing. It's way more profound. You can drown the outside world out. Somebody says you can't do it. You're like, I'm doing it. You're on, you're running on the beach. You're doing it. But I find it incredible when you hit like a physical, food, regime, like disciplined, and you see results, you get so much more self-esteem, so much more confidence, and you know where you want to go. In life, I do feel that it's a big part of people. Like, and I think of these shots that they come out with, quick fix.
Yes,
and then I think of you, and I'm like, I would call you any day of the week.
Yeah, it takes time and dedication, but also, like, consistency, Like, I didn't get here in 3 weeks. I've been training nonstop for about 11 years. So it's the consistency of it.
And I love that you worked with other trainers and then have that experience and knowledge of, what you appreciated about it. What helped the most, and things like that.
No, definitely. You always need support. Like, you need a cheerleader in your life.
A knowledgeable one.
Yes.
Experience.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
So your specialty is helping women over 40. What are some of the biggest lies women are told about their bodies at that age?
Oh, my God. Being in this industry for 10 years, the biggest lie is, like, I need to eat less in order to be thin, or I need to do more cardio in order to be thin. So that's a big lie, and this is something that I've been fighting every single day, because now working with women, this is my population. In the beginning, I didn't understand much about the hormones and how the hormones are changes, and it related to the changes later on in your life, like midlife women here. But as I evolve as a coach, and now my population, it is those women, it's 40s and up, but they still want to look good, they still want to have the energy.
Oh, of course.
They still want to and in the past I would say just eat less and exercise more, but this is not the answer.
That's going to be discouraging. And it's going to be a lot of work for her
but
when you
it's
call her.
Not the answer for that. And so I started to learn and investigate more, like, okay, how can I help you achieve your goals and in a smarter way, not a harder way? So less is more. So in the sense that now I teach my girls to food is okay, carbs are okay, less cardio is okay. Let's pick it up to 15 pounds instead of the 5s. So
I love that.
So it's a combination, and make them feel comfortable that they're not gonna bulk up, like they're the fear of look like Arnold Schwarzenegger by lifting heavy weights. It's so out there.
I'm guilty. I was guilty of that.
And then they look at me, it's like, I want your body, but I was like, I lift heavy. Like,
what do you lift?
But it's a combination. So now I understand more this population, what they want, what they're looking for, what they want to look like, and it's longevity. So to your point, I really encourage them to, number one, investigate what's going on with your hormones. So
by calling you, though.
Yeah, by calling me.
And I was going to say, it's very inspiring. You're at TGLYSSON Fit.
Yes.
You can follow her, and, again, the special offer, but I would follow her for just tips and motivation.
Yes.
Go ahead. Keep going.
So it's... So that's a different approach. So I encourage you guys to just, number one, check your hormones, because I need to know your baseline. I'm not going to give you, and that's what is special about the job that I do. I really cater to what's going on in your life. It's not going to be, like a quick fix 30-day routine. I'm going to have time with you. I'm going to be part of your life. I'm going to be really involved in everything that is happening. Like, are you sleeping? Are you having troubles with anything? Let's check your hormones. And then from there, I learned that a lot of us have hormone imbalances. So it's really hard to get muscles, to lose weight, to sleep, to recover. So... that being said, I have a team of doctors that I work now in Palm Beach that they do the blood testing so they can check your hormones. And once they do that, and we need to take some actions regardless to this. Let's create a plan that's going to be... I love
that. That's lifelong. That's
it's
longevity.
lifelong. And it's like... If you're not a morning person, you can work out at 5 a.m, because in 2 weeks, you're going to be like, I can't do that. So I really dive in and it's like, what is your routine? What do you look like in the morning for you? What is the best time for you to work out?
Not to force yourself to be stressed.
No.
I love that.
Like, you already have, like, especially women, come on, like...
It's too much going on. There's so much
It's too much. Like, we're, like... moms, we are boss babies, we are like wives, we trying to look good for everybody else, we're trying to get sanity over like everything.
It's just wild.
So
it's a very comforting place to be working out with somebody, especially when they know what they're doing and inspiring you, and then seeing changes. It's one of the.
I think my girls.
And I love the fact that you found your purpose and passion because it's a blessing in so many lives.
Oh yeah,
it's
and
incredible.
It's experience, like, and I really I care about your results. I'm very results driven. So if this is not happening, I'm going to investigate to see what's going on. And you're not going to lie to me because I don't know if you go to happy hour 3 times a week, okay? So
I'm around the corner.
So don't get that confused.
She also is a PI. Okay. No, I'm teasing. But so you've managed to merge your Brazilian culture with Palm Beach luxury. How does that fusion show up in your coaching style?
Oh, great. That's a great question. Because, like, being from Brazil, I'm 110% Brazilian. I grew up there. This is my culture. Like, it's rooted on me. Yeah, it's still. And as Brazilians, we're very fun and happy and family-oriented and caring and loving. So being a Brazilian, I think I like to say that my coaching style and my sessions are experience. So I wanted to bring, take something when you leave the session. So in that sense, I feel like being a Brazilian allows me to be more comfortable, loving, caring in a way that's going to be fun, but also challenge for you.
Like a sister, but without the fighting.
Exactly. But sometimes we will fight.
Okay, well, like a sister.
But that's what it is. And also, like, Palm Beach is such a, we're so blessed to be around here. It's so luxurious and beachy vibes and
real
good
people.
Real people.
Yeah.
So that's what I feel like I connect with and blend what I grew up and experienced, as a kid, and now translating that to my coaching style and my training sessions and the people that I mentor on that sense. So it's caring, loving, spicy, crazy, fun. You're going to feel good.
I love it. So what exactly is hormone-conscious training, and why is it so important, especially for women in midlife?
Yeah, like we were talking before, it's a baseline. We can make changes if you don't know what is wrong. So learning from experience and being with those women for a while now, it's frustrating. Like, you're trying to lose your 10 pounds, and then I'm giving you the program. I know that you're working out really hard. I know that you're doing 80% of the time the right way. Why this is not happening? Why nothing's changing? So I discovered that is a lot more out there to be investigated. And hormone therapy, it's the answer. Like, it's a lot of benefits from it. It's a technology or a biohacking that we should be using. It's readily available where we are, and it's safe. So,
I would love to do a roundtable with you and the doctors.
Yeah.
And maybe even one of your clients or sisters rather, but that would be really fun. I think somebody that saw results or was struggling, and then that was But
again, I would like to point it out that it's a combination of things, and nothing is a magic pill. So it's like
100. Yes.
You have to combine those two, do the work. But again, if you're doing the work and you know that your hormones are working with you, it's more likely that you're going to have your results, and you're going to have more motivation. You're going to keep moving.
Amen. I love that.
Yes.
Yeah, I think, and it seems like an in-depth subject, so we will maybe consider doing that. Now, you're not just coaching physically. You're building mindset, lifestyle, and confidence. What part of that journey do you love the most?
Oh, that's my favorite part of it, because, honestly, for me, again, back to the women, right? We were asking for so much for so long, and for everybody else. So I love the joy. The joy for me is when I see my girls getting the confidence back, or being accomplished something that they thought they wouldn't. Something simple somebody said, I can do 1 push-up, and in a couple of weeks with working, it's 10 push-ups, and she's like, oh my God, I did it. But it's not just about the push-up. It's about the effort that you're doing every single day to change something that you didn't like about you. And it translates to every area of your life. So for me, the most part that I like about the workout and the body is a byproduct of it, but the mindset and how strong you get mentally through the workouts, by moving your body and committing to your goals, that's the magic for me. So mentally, it's been that spark for me, like seeing what you can do by just applying what you like, what I'm trying to get you.
I love that. I was kind of on I wouldn't say unhealthy. I've always been fit because I'm very high energy. I didn't have an option. But in high school, like I wouldn't even run the mile. We'd skip school and go on the lake. And it's out there. It's over now. Just kidding.
Let 10,000 lakes blend.
Exactly. What else were we supposed to do? No, but... and I met a pastor in like college, and they're like, well, me and my brother would go running with him, and he's like, all right, we're going to go do a 5K no matter what today. So run as far as you can. And I did not run far. And the mile was like, the first one was like 15 minutes or something, or maybe even longer. And then, we'd jabber, all three of us, and then start running again once we kind of felt like it. And then over and over again. Then all of a sudden I'm down to like, 7.5 minute miles. Oh, wow. And then I'm waking up and I did, like, I had some drinks or cigarettes at that time and I quit. You can't. Over like 5 miles, you're done. You will die. Yeah. So I got rid of all my bad habits and I'm waking up and running like a half marathon when I hadn't, like, less than like 6 months ago, I hadn't even run a mile before. Yeah. And I was in college. It was wild, but it just goes to show, time, patience, and then just the joy of it as opposed to feeling like you're being forced to do something or you feel like you have to do it to look good. No, it's a lifestyle. Yeah. And I feel like you exemplify that more than anybody. More than anybody I've really met. And I worked at like Lifetime Fitness and stuff. Exceptional people. I have another friend, actually, I hope she calls in. She's a dietitian. And, you can see the passion and the purpose in what, you're doing, she's doing, where it comes to... you care and you get it brings you joy to see others succeed the right way. I love it. So thank you for that. I'm glad you're here.
Thanks.
So I have to go back to when you trained for competition because I didn't make it to the stage and I find it absolutely profound. How many have you done?
2. This is actually my 10th anniversary. I was attempting to compete again, but life happens.
Yes, it does.
Focus more on the career. Like you said, you do need time and a right mindset to do that kind of work because now it's like I want to win, so I know what it takes to win. But 2 and done, and also because like after the competition, people started to like wanted to train with me. So
of course,
and then I was like, okay, should I keep going and diet and not taking it?
Have you had anybody come to you, with an extremity amount of, with fitness changes, goals, weight loss, and then say, hey, I want to do a competition?
Yeah, quite a bit. But like when they realize they realize because it's
I'm not trying to scare anybody, but it is incredibly
and it's
demanding.
Not like about it's demanding and you can't have social life. Unfortunately, like you have to make choices. Again, it's not forever. You have a goal. So think about that. You are an athlete in that point, right? So you have to have the discipline. You have a timeline. You have a goal. You have like a date. So it has to be structured. It has to be intense. It's different than like life change. Like I have clients that. Okay, I want to take my time. I want to take a year or 18 months, 2 years to do that. And take your time. But if clients that, lost like 30, 40 pounds, it's like, okay, I wanted to compete. And then we sit down and talk about what is the steps. It's time and dedication and here too, in the mind. But
I love it.
Yep.
Well, I worked at Lifetime for a little bit. We kind of had like this idea of, kind of retaining people and getting them excited. And, I ended up kind of sort of training people to the energy level, but I'm not a professional. And if they call, I'm referring them to you. but they did. I mean, the transformation in people when they do it the right way it's not just, I look in the mirror, I look good and hotty-toddy. It's just absolutely a whole different person, confident internally, and then just it seems like it's stepping stone to get to your next place
like that's
in
what
life.
I'm saying. Like think about all the successful people or the successful people around us that really do good.
Yes.
What they've really prioritized: physical health, mental health, and then intellectual.
Correct.
That's the first. Like you don't see
real contentment.
Really, and then and they understand that the physical part of it is the most important because it's discipline. If you can't even own your own thing or like do that for you, how are you going to manage everything else? So
it's a stepping stone. It does. It starts with you, and your body is where you live. Essentially, nobody's really actually homeless.
Yeah.
Well, and, I mean, some
and
are.
It's energy, like it's a fast-paced environment. So like it's not even, sometimes it's not, nowadays it's more like, especially guys, because I also train men, and I'm in the golf industry, that, like golf fitness.
Oh yeah, that's
so
right.
It's for the men, it's like they want to have energy, or even if they're golfing, like they want to have energy to walk the course, because you need. So it's more than just the physical. You're right. Like it's how you feel in the level of energy you want to have in your day, in your week, in your
and
life.
I'm glad you brought that up. So the golf, you actually teach people proper stretches prior to getting to better your swing.
Because so I'm TPI certified. TPI is Titleist Performance Institute. So it's a program created designed to improve your body mechanics and related to the golf swing. So I don't teach people how to golf. I teach people how to move properly your body in related to the golf swing, so that you don't get hurt. Or if it's an athlete that want to drive further, I can teach you how to engage those muscles to give you more power. And it's all about mobility, stability, and balance. And the older you get, the older population, the more injuries you're going to be, because it is an impact sport. I went yesterday to hit some balls on the drive range. My core is like tight right now. It's like, whoa. So you need to be
Heck of a swing.
So yeah, mobility, flexibility, and balance in core strength and glute strength. I love to train glutes. It's like all the combinations.
Yes. Okay, enough about me. We'll talk about that after.
Let's talk about that.
And again, remember, she's offering a special offer. The first 5 people who message her to get a free discovery call, that's a $170 value to map out your transformation journey. And that's at TGLYSSON FIT. Or text 561-578-2779. Once again, 561-578-2779. All right. Oh, yeah, back to the nugget. So we'd ask them back at like the fitness center. Great one too, but it's what is your goal, or how much do you want to lose, or what's the purpose of it, and then why do you want to do it, and when do you want to do it by. So you'd call and be like, well, you got that event coming up.
Yeah, like the wedding, that vacation with the girlfriends.
I'm sure you're far more strategic. I just ran around the gym talking, but anyway, it was fun. It was good times, and I think that once it takes that step to get into it and really enjoy it.
Yes.
Prior to being feel like you're being forced, and I think you do an excellent job with that, which is a huge blessing in people's lives, especially when they start seeing transformation. So, to the lady listening right now who feels stuck or overwhelmed, what's the first step she can take today to start moving forward besides calling you?
Yeah, that's number one. I would start really small. So, first and foremost, you need to be honest with yourself. So, what is it bothering me? What is it that I really want to change? Do I have control of it right now, or what do I have control into it? Because sometimes we look on the big picture and it's so overwhelming. Like, oh my God, I need to lose 50 pounds. Like, you're not even over the start. But let's take it back a little bit. So like, okay, let's commit to do a 10-minute walk for 7 days. Can I commit to that? Sure, you can. Find it, do it, small steps. Take it in a long way. So what I would say for you, start small. Really evaluate what do you want to change? What do I have control of? What can I do it right now? What is in my control, right? And take small steps. Once you take the small steps and you completed that, your mindset is going to start to change, and then you're going to take the next step, and then the next step, and then it's going to be a compound butterfly effect. So
I love that. Amen.
Yeah, you don't have to overwhelm yourself. Little baby steps. Like me, I start walking. You can do it. You don't need money. You just need motivation a little bit and a little bit of time.
I was surprised how good walking is for for us.
Think about it.
And we have a beach right there. Here.
Yes, we're blessed.
It's a little hot out, I must say.
Wow. Early mornings or late evenings.
Little hot out for my Minnesotan self.
I know, right?
Even after all these years.
I cannot. People ask me all the time, like, why did you end up in Minnesota? I was like, I don't know.
Oh, I need to ask you about that. How long were you up there? How many winters?
I was a year and a half, and was like the longest winter ever. Like, I got there in March. I still remember it was March. 2009.
Oh,
2009.
I was still there, and you're in Bloomington. Well,
yes,
a little far, but
yes. So
yeah.
I got there in March. It was the first time I saw snow in my life. I was like, oh my God, snow! This is so cute. And then 2 weeks later, I was like, oh my God, it's so cold here. The air hurts.
It doesn't end. It doesn't end. It's
But
so
I had
funny.
a lot of fun. Like
yeah, go ahead.
I like the people there. They were so friendly.
Oh, they're
of
the
course, I
best.
was the only Brazilian in town, so everybody was like, "Hello,
What are you doing here? What accent is that?
I know, but I had a really great time, and I missed it. I went there
Cute.
a couple of days, but yeah, I missed it. I missed it a lot.
It's you're gonna have to come up there sometime. I have a huge family, over 250.
Oh, Duluth is one of my favorite places on the earth.
You do? Oh, we got to bring you even more
Oh,
north.
my God,
We got to
yeah.
bring you up, way up north.
Yeah. In the fall, that's my favorite thing
I
about
know,
fall.
we should go up there together. In the golfing too.
Never, yeah, that's something
they
new.
have gorgeous.
Oh,
I have to
awesome.
bring you to Brainerd or Nisswa area for golfing. Oh,
Yes.
it's incredible, beautiful.
Would love
That's
that.
actually where I learned how to golf. Okay, and but not stretch before. We're gonna go over that later,
Yes.
Tater. All right. Listen to my Minnesota coming out.
I know, right? People said that I have a Minnesota accent. When I say Minnesota, I say like Minnesotans.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, and I might be bringing it out too. If I get on the phone with like a family member, like my best friend, cousin, dentist,
Yes.
I'm like, oh yeah, we are okay. Yeah, I might be up there. Like, and everybody, like, there's two people in the car. They're like, what is that?
I mean, what are you talking
It just like got like 50 times worse. My accent's so heavy though. They're like, are you from like Brainerd or like way up north? It's pretty heavy. Mine's pretty heavy after 10
I
years
love
of
it.
being
It's so
moved out.
beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes.
You mean it? Okay.
No, I mean it. I mean it.
I'm
Listen, I'm not
teasing.
from here. I don't know that thing.
No, I've read articles about statistics on, attractive.
like
It's not up there.
Texas
Like,
is
accents.
different. New York, now I can
Oh,
compare.
yeah. Boston.
Boston.
Oh, you
yeah,
were
Boston. Car keys.
What is it? My khakis or my khakis?
Khakis, yeah, that's
No,
fine.
khakis or my khakis.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's
anyway,
different.
Boston was beautiful, though, too. I like Boston. I went there for a seafood show. But, okay, so anything else you want to say to people outside of, to come? I say caller.
Yeah, call me,
message
text me. Like, I feel
quickly.
like, I really think that I want to just bring a light into everybody's life. I feel like we're going through very weird, dark places and times in the entire world, and it's a lot going on out there. So I feel like my job is very humble in the sense that I really want to bring the best on people so people can be the best of themselves, so the world can be better. So if you're into this, good vibes and good energy and want to feel better and look better, I'm here for you. So that's my little message.
I love it. And let's give it up for a woman who didn't just talk about making a change, she did it. And now she's helping other women rise too. Taya is more than a trainer. She's a mindset shifter, a lifestyle architect, and a joyful force of nature. From weight loss to confidence, from hormone balance to strength, she's walking women back into their power and doing it with purpose. Direct message her now on Instagram at TGLYSSON fit or text 561-578-2779. Once again, 561-578-2779 to connect. And also, the special offer, the first 5 people who message her get a free discovery call. That's a $170 value to map out your transformation journey. Don't miss that. So, this is the Alana Show, where we bring the energy, the heart, and the voices that light a spark. So, if you're ready to level up your life, take a page from Taya's story, and remember, one decision can change everything. Let's go, let's grow. This is your moment. The Alana Show, thank you.